Thank you all for your hospitality and the lovely reception that you have given us. You have, in spite of everything, a beautiful town. Mandeville is a beautiful town. And I can tell you this, having toured across Jamaica. It is clear to me that the people of Mandeville, they have a certain ambition as to what they want to see their town be. When you look around, you see the developments that are taking place. You see that business owners are making investments to upgrade and improve their property. You may not know this, but under the Jamaica Labour Party government, the number of motor cars brought into the island have increased by somewhere in the region of about 150,000 new motor vehicles. It is not the best measure of prosperity, you know. But for many people, owning a motor car and owning a house is a measure of prosperity. So you can get a sense that people are making these consumer investments. But they come with their own challenges. More car mean more people need road, and if the road not in a good condition, more people going to complain. Our small towns were never designed to take that many motor vehicles. And that is why we have congestion in our towns. To the point where your government had to respond in looking at the town and seeing how we can reconfigure and plan the traffic. I monitor it as a minister with responsibility for the NWA. I listen to the radio, I hear the complaints, I monitor it to make sure that no one is made worse off by these changes, but the entire town can be more functional by the changes. So as I observe all the development that is taking place, a young lady who held on to my hand, and as usual, Prime Minister, I love you, but we want one place to sell. We can't sell. So I know that even in the town, there is still need for more investments in improving markets, improving arcades, improving places where taxis can park comfortably. Still a lot of work to be done. All of what I've spoken to you about here is local government issues, including for some who have water problems. Now, I have a young lady here who is your member of parliament. She is very energetic. But you know what is compelling? What is compelling about her is her story. She is from Manchester. She has grown up in difficult circumstances. She has overcome poverty. And you know what? She remains true to the people of her community and her parents. I know she understands the deep motivation of the ambitious people of Mandeville and Manchester for development. I know that. And I know that she understands what the Labour Party stands for in the development of communities. We just completed a major highway extension from Maypen to Williamsfield. You know what that has done? Cut the travel time, link up Kingston and Mandeville, more commerce, more business, easier transactions. Watch me now. That is not all, because the next leg of that highway will start in another 2 years. You will actually see work. But work has already begun, because we are doing now the planning for the bypass for Spur 3. So it will come directly around Mandeville, around Spur 3. So this area is going to become, it is already an area where people want to live. Boy, the place is so cool. You know, the place is so nice that you're going to find more housing developments coming right here in Mandeville. We have what is called New Perk housing scheme coming. We have done some and more to come. The big problem, however, is water. Mandeville, Manchester in general, just doesn't have enough water for itself. So we have to take water from St. Elizabeth and pump it up the hill to here. We are going to expand the Greater Mandeville Water Project. We have already made massive investments in it, and we are bringing water here. But for the townships that surround Mandeville, areas like Belfield and so forth, we are going to carry the water up to them as well. So I said to the people of Manchester, the people of Mandeville, yes, you have endured the water challenges for a long time, but you have a government that is working. I don't want to say that one. You have a government that has worked and continues to work on your behalf. But I want you to help me in that process by electing this lady here. Municipal management is in her genes. She knows and she understands it. She would see the work of her grandfather. And I would like her to be in the council to help the Jamaica Labour Party carry out its development plans for the town of Mandeville and for the parish of Manchester. The local government discussion so far has been about money. Every time you talk to a council, they say they don't have any money to do anything. That might be partially true. But it is not just money. They must have new ideas. And they must take an interest in the things that matter to you. I hear them talk about garbage collection. And yes, sometimes it is a problem you don't have the trucks. Sometimes it is a problem of scheduling. But you know what too? The councillors can take leadership in working with communities and businesses to work out how we dispose of our waste. Because truth be told, it is not just merely a garbage collection problem. It is really a garbage disposal problem. How we decide to throw away the garbage sometimes make it very difficult for it to be collected. And so your parish councils need to start to reason with you as citizens and put plans in place together. Go to the schools and educate our children about how we should keep our townships clean. That is what the parish councils do. Yes, you don't have money, but that don't mean that the place is going to stay dirty all the time. If every one of us here gathered in the square decide that we are not going to throw our bottles through the window when we are driving, half of the problem solved. Not true, me at all. And that has to be led. It has to be led at the national level, but it also has to be led at the community level. Because I know everybody in that park listening know Mandeville come with a certain pride. People have a certain pride about them town. And all you need is the leadership that can just tap into that pride and get everybody who says, I'm a Manchesterian or I live in Mandeville, to start to take pride in them town. What am I saying to you gathered here today? To change Jamaica is not only about resources. To change Jamaica requires leadership that is willing to confront you, the people, about the things that you do to cause your situation to be bad. That is what is going to transform Jamaica. This is not to absolve politicians of their duty to run a proper economy, to run your affairs well, so that we can generate the resources to spend on the things that matter to you. But leadership requires both things. It requires the competence to manage the economic affairs, but it also requires the moral authority to be able to say to people, let us work to clean up our own town. I offer both to you. There has been no other government, none, and I stand to be challenged on it, if anyone can, that has transformed Jamaica in as short a time as this administration has done. I'm going to spend 5 more minutes with you because I know there are people waiting, but the message is important to be said. 10 years ago, what they write about Jamaica. See a lot of young people here, and I want you to listen to it carefully. A lot of PNP people here as well. I want you to listen to it carefully. You don't have to vote for me, but you have to acknowledge the truth. 10 years ago, they write about Jamaica, highly indebted country. Jamaica, almost every year new taxes. Jamaica, double-digit unemployment. Jamaica, thank you my friend, inflation. Jamaica, no growth. Jamaica, unstable exchange rate. What do they say about Jamaica today? Not my words. They say that Jamaica is a success story. That Jamaica is the example of how a country should run its economy. Not my words. One would think that that would be sufficient. One would think that that would be enough for the population to say, yes, this government has worked hard. But I know that that is not sufficient. Because we have a politics where people follow the politics like how they follow the football team. No matter if my football team lose, I will always be a Liverpool fan. No matter how good Manchester United do. When World Cup comes, me always support Germany. No matter how well Germany do it. And it's how we deal with our politics. But I urge you, the result of me supporting Liverpool or Germany is neither here nor there to the price of rice or water in your pipe. So Jamaicans, you can't take that attitude to your politics. You like how me handle COVID. The approach you have to take to your politics is that you have to be objective. You have to look at what your government has done for you. And as I observe the PNP on my campaign, I don't know what it is, but they always want to be on my campaign. I notice a level of anger in them. And whenever you see anger setting in, it means that they have nothing else to offer. It means that they don't have a moral base to stand on. It means that they don't have a platform to come to you with to say, here is what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. They can't tell you what they have done before because they have no record to come to you with. They have no message to tell you. And I know it burn them, you know. When them hear me talk like this, it burn them because they cannot respond. They cannot respond because how can a political party with all the problems in the country, with all the issues that you face, come to you now and say time come? It is an empty and hollow message to say to you. More must be said to you. They must have more respect for you. So I say to my comrade friends, many of them are disillusioned. Many of them really know that there is nothing over there but is them football team. I say to you, you have to take your politics more objectively than you are doing, because the cost of a wrong vote can be permanently damaging to your interests. So Mandeville Town, I thank you so much for your attention. You are a lovely people. You are a beautiful people. You are an ambitious people. And with you and the Jamaica Labour Party building Jamaica for generations to come, elect Charmaine as your next councillor for the Mandeville Division on the 26th of February. Love you. God bless you. All right. Hold on, don't move. You're right. Vicky. Oh, all right. Delvin. Delvin. Who have my mic? Who have my mic? Who have my mic? Who have my mic? Right.